What's up, everybody, and welcome to Shapes of Gaming, the weekly conversational podcast all about video games that's unedited, unfiltered, and unhinged. I'm one of your hosts, Matt Stenson, Neo Charge on PSN, and joining me, as always, episode number 42, The Answer to the Universe, Bob, is a retro gaming encyclopedia himself, Bob Harriman, Leon Lyon Hartley on PSN. What's up, dude?
Daddy's coming home this weekend.
Oh, baby. Tomorrow, we're picking up our copies. We're going to hang out with Daddy Leon. Can't wait. We're going to get them together, too. We're going to hold hands and everything at Best Buy. It's going to be great.
Oh, yeah. I'll skip down the aisle with you for this one.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Let's do it. We'll try and record it. We'll ask one of the Best Buy employees to be like, hey, can you record us doing naughty things?
Just live stream it. Fuck it. We'll put it on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Shapes of Gaming.
We got to have the song in the background going, me and you. Do you
remember the OG Super Smash Brothers commercial?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That was the song.
Yep. And just fucking all of a sudden, was it Mario tripped Pikachu and they just started beating each other in a poppy field?
Yeah. When video game commercials used to be good. Yeah, man. So you can hear it. I've been a little sick. I don't know, man. It's just sticking around. Apparently I'm not the only one too, because I know a lot of people that have these stupid symptoms, runny nose, cough, congested, and it's just sticking around. So I couldn't dodge it. Right.
Everybody's sick because, on Friday, conveniently, right?
Yeah. There will be people that are actually sick and people that are sick, in quotes. Let's call it Resident Evil sick.
Oh, dude. Now, this is what we're getting for Resident Evil. Remember, November 19th.
Oh, yeah. The T virus, they're releasing it, I guess.
No, that's going to be GTA sickness.
Oh, yeah. GTA sickness. No, did you see they're releasing like a T virus, and it's a replica, of course, but people are like, they're going to release the T virus, so
bring it on. Bring it on. We've already got companies that are trying to replicate the Terminator series like it was an instruction manual. So fuck it. If it ends, if the world ends, I want it to end before GTA 6, just so I can say the world ended before GTA 6 got released.
Oh my God. Dude, we're millennials. We've been through so much. We've seen the world fucking just evolve like crazy. I remember when technology wasn't really even a thing. The internet wasn't even really a thing. I mean, we had dial-up, but things have changed so much. Now we're talking about AI and the fucking Epstein files and all of the aliens and shit. Jesus. Millennials we've seen things, man.
We've seen, I don't call us the millennials, right?
Oh, what? What are we? Zennials?
No, we're the hobbits.
Okay.
We were promised adventure and riches, but we were given for a war and famine.
And fucking Smaug.
Yeah, and Smaug. But anyways, folks.
Yeah, but the light is about to shine upon us tomorrow when we go and pick up our physical copies of Resident Evil 9 Requiem, which apparently is a banger title in the Resident Evil series. It's sitting at one of the best rated titles, currently at an 89 on OpenCritic, Bob. And we couldn't be more excited. I was so excited. Actually, this was your idea. I tried to pick up my copy early at Best Buy. I did curbside, and it let me like put my spot in and everything and my car color. And it was like, all right, your item's on its way. Here's your code. And I was like, holy shit, it's just going to work. And I was texting you and I was like, dude, this fucking works. No, the associate did come out. I wasted his time. And he was like, hey, man, this doesn't come out till tomorrow. He's like, I bet in his head, he's like, you fucking dumbass. And I was like, oh, I mean, it said it was ready for pick. I was playing stupid. I know the street date is tomorrow and the actual release date is midnight EST tonight. And I was like, oh, it said in stock, ready for pickup. I didn't know if it was ready. And the digital version is out tonight at 10 p.m. So I was just wondering. He's like, nah, we can't break that street date. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, see, you are much more. I totally would have been straight up, man. Just been like, hey, you know what? It said it was ready in the app. I figured I'd come out here, do this, and just see if you guys didn't really care. Like, I'm going to be honest. I was just trying to get one over on you.
Yeah.
I appreciate. I'm sorry for wasting your time.
That's true. I just I played stupid. So and that worked. He's like, oh, thanks for your understanding. And I was like, oh yeah, no problem. I'll come back tomorrow. You son of a bitches. Almost.
See, there are two types of people.
Right. Yeah, no, I've done that before. I've gone in and be like, hey, I want to pick up my copy early. I know the street date's tomorrow. Can you do it? And they're like, nah, man. I'm like, damn. If you got it digitally, you can play it at 10 p.m. tonight. If you're an MST, I'm going to see how many people on my friends list are playing Resident Evil 9 Requiem. But dude, we couldn't be more excited. Our boy Leon's back. We got Grace in the house, and apparently it's the pinnacle of a blend between survival horror and action horror with Leon. And dude, it's getting 9s, 9.5s across the board. So I'm pretty sure it's going to peak at 90, and we might be looking at our first, well, maybe second game of the year contender this year. And I couldn't be happier. I would love to see my boy Leon in the nominees this year.
Yeah, dude. February, and we've got two GOTY contenders right up. Arguably more if you're really into the indie space. This 2025 was good, but 2026 said, hold my beer.
Right. It just, we got such a lineup this year, and we'll talk all about it. But before that, what are we drinking, and how's life, man?
Well, let's see. Let's start with the beer. How about that? Life is good, but it's too good because I totally forgot to go to my favorite liquor store. Well, I say liquor store, but really I go for beer. Let's be honest, folks. But it is from Four Noses, which you lent me and gave me a can of this. So thank you.
I let you borrow it. I'm gonna need it back after you're done.
Oh, okay. I'll make sure to return it into the can when I go to the bathroom later for you.
Give me the recycled version.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah. No, we trade beers all the time. It's great.
Yeah. But no, this is from Four Noses up in Denver, the Pump Action, which is an Imperial Pumpkin Ale. I got to say, I'm not a big pumpkin guy, particularly with that season, dude. I real pumpkin, cool. Outside of that, I'm not too big into it, but this is actually pleasant. It definitely, it's more pumpkin than this pumpkin spice crap we're getting, and I'm saying it here is pumpkin spice is just basically cinnamon and allspice replication inside of what would be quote unquote pumpkin. This tastes more real, like they brewed it with actual pumpkin. So I'm a fan. I'll take that.
And there is a big reason for that, because they did brew it with actual pumpkin. And I am not a fan of the pumpkin spice or pumpkin flavoring either. And I am not actually a fan of pumpkin beers because of that. And that is a specific one that I like because Four Noses uses real pumpkin in it. So I'm glad you appreciate that as well. So, yeah. The pumpkin spice is like nutmeg, clove, and just some sort of allspice. And it's like, oh, it's pumpkin. No, it's not. It's just an amalgamation of scientific, and sometimes the pumpkin is just natural flavoring. So I appreciate brews that use real pumpkin, and Pump Action is one of those that do.
Yep, absolutely, man. I appreciate it. Just like I appreciate this week. It's been a pretty good one, actually. We had a nice lunch today, which we can discuss here, but last night it's been quiet, so I've been playing some low comfort games, back to the usual suspects. We'll talk about that later. But saw the kiddos have been bugging me. We missed the theater opening, so the kids really wanted to see this Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie. I'm assuming you didn't see the first one?
No.
Okay. All right. So I'll tell you this much. You do not need to know crap about the games to watch the movies.
Okay.
And these are legitimately not bad, man. I actually enjoyed them for what they were, which is just kind of like a modern day horror, kind of a blend between modern day horror and slasher a little bit.
Okay.
And if you grew up in the Chuck E. Cheese era of animatronics, those weird like blocky things kind of moving, it's perfect for that. Horrifying. And you know who's the star in the first one?
Matthew Lillard.
Yes, sir. So it's I'm not going to spoil. I'm not going to spoil the movie, but the role he plays is really good.
Dude,
and it's
13 Ghosts. You ever seen that movie?
That's all I got to say.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm a big fan of 13 Ghosts. I heard they were doing a TV series, and each episode is going to be a backstory of each of the ghosts. I will buy a subscription for that fucking TV series, whatever it's on. But I mean, who knows what it's on nowadays? I like 13 Ghosts. Was he in Cabin in the Woods too?
No, but I will tell. No. Well, maybe, but I'll tell you the big one. Yeah, and this is going to be the biggest parallel, and this is all I'm going to say. It will be a spoiler if you know what I'm talking about. If not, you can fuck off.
Okay.
Scream.
Oh yeah, you spoiled it. I watched Scream. Okay, interesting. Good. He plays that role well.
Yeah, but no, it's a good movie. Definitely seen movies. I gotta say, I'm spoiled with this new TV panel. Seeing movies here and then going to the theater. Theater's an experience, but I want the best picture. I'm gonna do it at home at my own pace. It can't be beaten, man. I fucking love it. Definitely. It was good. I definitely would recommend it if you're somewhat interested. And if you know the games, definitely go check it out. I would double recommend that because there's a lot of good callbacks in there. And yeah, man, other than that,
very cool.
Beautiful ass lunch with you today.
Yeah, man.
How things been on your end?
Some barbecue. I remember Scream movies. Hello, Sydney. I'm in the house. What are you doing?
The scary movie one where they're all on the phone and just going, "What's up?
Oh, what's up? What's up?" Fucking 90s, peak 90s. Yeah, man, I've been good. What I'm drinking, I was debating because I haven't had alcohol in a while because of this. I don't know. You could call it a sickness, but it's more of an annoyance. But I decided, so I was going to do, you traded me that pump action for a powder run cinnamon swirl, but I'm congested. I can't really taste a lot. So I didn't want to drink that and not be able to get the full flavor, the full notes, right? The full body of the brew. So I was like, well, I need vitamin C because I'm sick. So I need to justify the alcohol consumption. So I am drinking Prairie Artisan Ales Lemon Slice. It's sour ale with lemon zest, lemon juice, and vanilla. Healthy for me, giving me some vitamin C. Hell, it might cure me. Who knows? But yeah, and I think this is part of the Prairie Pack I got and the 4-part series I'm doing. So it worked out. This shit's good. It tastes like a kind of a lemon bar, honestly. And it's definitely sour. It's one of those puckery sours, but it's good. So shout out to Prairie. They got some good stuff. They are in Oklahoma, I believe. So not Colorado. Sometimes we venture outside the state to try the beers. So yeah, it's delicious. Other than that, man, video games and snowboarding. I've been getting some air lately. I've been doing some jumps or hops, you could say. Hey, yeah, I'm drinking hops and I'm hopping on the snowboard.
There it is.
There it is. God, I always forget we have that sound thing. Soundboard. That's what I wanted to say. Also, this sickness going around, apparently it creates brain fog. So my memory hasn't been great, and I've just been gaming, snowboarding, and yeah, did some jumps on the snowboard, getting better at that, getting faster and faster. I almost hit that 50 mile an hour on a fucking snowboard, man. Do you know how fast that is and feels? Like in a car, there's a lot between you and the road, right? Going 50 miles an hour. You're in an enclosed capsule, like a metal capsule, right? With a lot of safety measures. On a snowboard, you're just strapped to a fucking piece of plastic, just sliding down the mountain at 50 miles an hour. Yeah. So I hit 49.8 miles per hour. That was my peak. So
hell yeah, man. You know,
so fun.
I know what you're saying. The audience might not, but I get what you're saying. I mean, have you ever been in a fucking Humvee sitting as a turret gunner doing 65 miles an hour down the fucking desert? This shit's amazing. I mean, it sucks when you hit certain things, you know, but yeah, definitely. It's there's something about just the motion of not having that windshield and that metal in between you, and the like you said, the more important thing, the safety equipment.
Right.
If you eat shit at 50 miles an hour on a snowboard and you do what do you call that? Scorpioning? Doing the scorpion? Yeah. You're liable to end up on News 13.
So scorpion, for those of you that don't know and aren't familiar with these snowboarding terms, scorpioning. So you have two edges on the snowboard. You have your toe edge and your heel edge. The heel edge is behind you, right? Toe edge is in front of you. To slow down, you either lean back on your heel edge or you lean forward on your toe edge going a specific way. If you lean the wrong way, like going down a mountain, you're angled down. If you go on your toe edge, you will catch an edge. And like on a snowboard, you just boom, like into the snow. And then your board flips up and hits you in the back of the head because, you know, motion and gravity. So I've done that a couple times. It sucks, but, you know, you get back up. And as long as you're not going fast enough, you can get back up.
Is that the real reason for the brain frog?
Right. Right. Hey, I do wear a helmet. Any of these extreme sports, definitely wear a helmet. I've knocked my head so many times while wearing a helmet. And if I wasn't wearing a helmet, I might not be doing this podcast. So helmets are important. But yeah, snowboarding, and we had barbecue today. We got to talk about this barbecue. Best barbecue I've probably ever had. I mean, at least top 3. Chuckwagon 719. Shout out to our listener, our friend Burrito Supreme. His recommendation, boy oh boy, this is Texas style barbecue in Colorado Springs, and holy shit, we got it was called the Texas Trinity, and we got brisket, ribs, and sausage. Both of us chose the right sides, and that was coleslaw and beans. Everything was just on point. And then they have these things called Texas Twinkies, and it's literally a jalapeno stuffed with cream cheese brisket wrapped in, I feel like it was like a maple glazed smoked bacon.
I think so. But
there was some sweetness in there.
But they did add some smoke to the outside of that as well. Yeah. So
I've made those. I haven't put brisket in it, but I have made. I put bacon. So I did jalapeno stuffed with bacon, cream cheese, cheddar cheese, wrapped in bacon, and smoked them. And I made a lot of them. So I'll have to do that again sometime. Those were delicious. But yeah, shout out to that place. They are open from Thursday, and we're not sponsored. This is just because we loved their barbecue today, and it's probably some of the best barbecue I've ever had. I've been to Texas. I've been to Austin. I've had their barbecue. I did not know smoke could hit like that and what we had today until I tried that Texas style barbecue. I thought our air was too thin because usually, like, I barbecue, and when I cook brisket, I've cooked brisket before. It's like a 16-hour fucking process. So easy to dry out in Colorado because the air is so thin. It's so dry here. But also, we are higher up, thinner air, less smoke, and less smoke to get absorbed into the meat. So I assume, they're just doing it like in a controlled environment in their smoker. I don't know what they do, but it's amazing. And yeah, they're open from Thursday to Sunday, 10 or 11 a.m. to sell out. So they don't even have a closing time. It's just like, yeah, when we're out of brisket, we're done. And they usually sell out between 3 and 4. We went around 12:30, stood in line for about an hour. And then, yeah, it was a bummer because as soon as we sat down, the fucking line's gone. So,
yeah, but dude, you're right. That shit, that hit. I got to bring up. Oh, dude, that is how you do barbecue. When I'm talking about good barbecue, this is what I'm talking about. This hits better than any other restaurant I've had. I've had a friend or two do brisket better, but I don't think they have the chops to do that.
Is the friend here? Because I'd love to meet this friend and try the brisket.
Maybe, and he may do his brisket with his Traeger.
Oh, okay, fellow Traeger user.
Yeah. Because he is the first one that I that ever made a brisket here that cracked the code on, like you said, with the dryness. He cracked the code on how to keep it that moist meat, if you will, keep that all locked in, and not dry the whole thing out. So, but that being said, you had the sausage and then you had the ribs, which, by the way, I've had some good ribs. I've got family that can cook for real good ribs. This shit was amazing, right off the bone, full of flavor. The sides, awesome. I'm very picky with coleslaw, and this hit the right creamy, tangy, sweet. The only thing I'd ask is they put a shitload of black pepper in it, but that's my taste, so I can't fault them for that. But yeah, man, dude, that's easily the best barbecue in town.
Yeah, super tasty. Just the smoke flavor, the bark they did on the brisket, and the moistness, just A+, maybe even an S tier barbecue place. So I bought some extra and I have leftovers, so it's sitting in my fridge, and now I'm getting hungry again. So yeah, but barbecue, snowboarding, beer, video games, that's beats Bears Battlestar Galactica. that's how we roll on this podcast. But other than that, everything's great. And man, we are so pumped for tomorrow, which is today, actually, because the cast goes live today. So hopefully you all are playing Resident Evil 9 Requiem tonight or today, whenever you choose to do so. Just make sure you pick it up and play it. If you're a fan of Resident Evil and survival horror series, Resident Evil is one of the best survival horror series. We got a poll going right now on the Discord for that. Speaking of polls, we actually did another poll as well. And it was kind of in line with Resident Evil 9, because Resident Evil 9, there are spoilers out there. And I had some people that were like, oh, I don't give a shit about spoilers. And I'm like, how do you not give a shit about spoilers? Because I was like, I don't like any sort of spoilers. Like, yes, minor ones from trailers. Yes, that's not what I was talking about. The ones that aren't marketed. So I should have put that in the poll. But anyway, we had a poll on Discord. You can go and vote. We have a current poll up right now regarding Resident Evil and Silent Hill. But that other poll for the spoilers has closed, and the results are in. Do you want to hear them, Bob? Do you want to hear these results?
Send me, because I didn't realize that poll had closed.
They are. My poll was, we put up, do you care about spoilers in entertainment, especially video games? This will make sense after episode 41. As always, we are a spoiler-free environment, and any intentional spoilers not on the proper channels will be met with swift judgment. This is another warning. Don't fucking spoil shit on our Discord. People have been cool. Just keep being cool. Don't be a dick. That's all we ask. The 4 responses were, yeah, absolutely. Minor ones don't bother me. Nah, not really. Or not at all. Doesn't bother me one bit. The minor ones doesn't bother me wins for 40% of the votes. Yeah, absolutely got 30%. Nah, not really got 20%. And not at all doesn't bother me one bit got 10%. One person. It's like, nah, it doesn't bother me at all. I don't understand that, but to each their own.
Yeah, I guess some people, and I could see all aspects of this, man. Like, I'm not bothering you because spoilers include context, right? If a context is not there, you can show me something and it's like, whatever. I didn't even know that. It could also be, you could tell me a spoiler for something and I'd forget about it.
Yeah.
And then I get it back around to the media and it'd be just a shock. So like I said, I totally understand each side of that.
That's true. Yeah, I'm dude, sometimes I'll even go out of my way if I'm super excited about the game. I sometimes stay dark on some trailers because, I mean, there's a lot of games and even media nowadays, like movies, they'll show the whole fucking movie in one trailer. And I'll be like, well, what's going to surprise me now? So, Yeah, sometimes I take it a little extreme. There were many people that said absolutely no spoilers whatsoever. So yeah, sometimes I'll stay dark, but I get it. You know, content creator in the business, got to keep up with the news. Thankfully, I have dodged any RE9 major spoilers out there. Yeah, whew.
It's been like, a sweaty one this week. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. I've been treading lightly on the internet, so stay vigilant out there. If you care about spoilers, just be smart about where you go, what you search, and where the internet it's a minefield. So I've been spoiled with YouTube thumbnails when I'm not even just looking up the video. I'm looking up another video for a video game, and a YouTube thumbnail comes up, and it's like, well, shit. So yeah, Twitter has mute words. I think Instagram has mute words, and all kinds of stuff. So be vigilant out there. No one likes spoilers. Apparently one person does. So good for them. But thank you for voting, everyone. Appreciate it. We'll put polls up every once in a while. Hop on our Discord. If you're not part of the Discord, you should be. And Bob, how can people be part of the Discord? Where can they go for all of the Shapes of Gaming Twitter and Twitch and Discord and all the social media channels?
Spoilers, Matt. But no, you just pop in that browser and you go to shapesofgaming.com. You'll find the landing page with all of the social medias where you can hear us, where you can listen to us, where you can watch me fumble around with games like the 40-year-old gamer I am at Twitch. You've got everything there. You got the Discord link. You can come in, hang out, have a conversation. Always willing to chat while you're around and you're listening to us. Leave us those nice comments, likes, all of that good stuff. And go check it out at shapesofgaming.com.
Yes, definitely. And we have a current poll going. If you want to join in on that and cast your vote, which series is your favorite, Resident Evil or Silent Hill? So it's kind of, it's pretty even right now, but let your voice be heard. Go into the Discord, vote, and tell us what you think. So, yeah.
I do want to point. I forgot, and I feel bad if I didn't say anything.
What?
When you asked how things were going, my wife and kids were out shopping, and they were thinking of me. I wouldn't have paid market price, but they did pick me up something the other day.
Oh, we got a loose copy of Banjo-Kazooie for the Nintendo 64. Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, this is peak. This is rare peak, dude. Literally. Oh.
Yep. I used to have one. I got rid of a lot of my loose plastic cartridges. But Banjo-Kazooie, I believe we did a top 10 episode, and Banjo-Kazooie's in my top 10. It's just incredible. And, I mean, hey, if only Xbox wasn't just sitting on that IP and they did something with it. Just remake Banjo-Kazooie and make a shitload of money.
Yeah, and then while you're at it, you can go ahead and do the next logical thing, which is you make Banjo-Kazooie the M-rated version, also known as Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yep, remake that too, dude. The creators of Banjo-Kazooie, were like, are you going to do anything with the IP? All right, well, fuck it, we're out. And they left Rare after they were bought by Microsoft. They created Playtonic Games, and they created their own IP called Yooka-Laylee. That game's all right. It's fun. It's all right. It's not. It has some. It has high highs and low lows. I backed it. I kickstarted it. I was a huge fan of Grant Kirkhope, one of the best composers, just did Banjo-Kazooie, did Donkey Kong 64, did Yooka-Laylee, did a lot of Rare stuff. I think that he might have done some Conker too.
Yeah, that was going to be my my question was, did they get Grant for Yooka-Laylee? I don't remember.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, good. Because if without it, that's
part like Playtonic.
Yeah, that'd be wild. That's like having I don't know. Take your pick. That's like having Final Fantasy without Uematsu.
Right.
I said what I said.
Exactly. Yeah. No, he's got a very unique signature on his music. So if you know it, you'll hear it. So Banjo-Kazooie, what a phenomenal title. That's awesome, man. Where'd they find it?
There's I'd have to go find the receipt, but apparently they call it, it's like a nerd store, if you will, at one of the malls. I don't know which one, because there's two of them here in the Springs.
Vault 32.
No. Literally, it's like called like Nerd something. It's a pun.
You have my attention. When are we going?
I'll check it out, but yeah, it was market price or higher end of the market price, but it's in good condition. So now I'm kind of like, what else do they have there that I can go check out? Because
exactly
the collectible or the retro scene is in shambles for the last 10 years. But if there is a game that's there and you're like, you got to get it, I'll pay market price. I'm just not paying market price for a complete in-box Chrono Trigger. I don't have that kind of money.
I won't pay over what it released MSRP. Like I recently, the last thing I got, I think was like a Black Label Metal Gear Solid, and I got it for $60. So that MSRP I think was 60, if I'm not mistaken.
Damn, dude, that's it's just it boggles my mind. And then you've got to really, if you live by that rule, I'm going to tell you this much. If you're living by that rule, Matt, you need to know your MSRP prices for cartridges. And remember, they were vastly different based on what game it was.
I know. Yeah,
because it ranged of the cartridge from like size.
60 to 120
all because of the cartridge.
Everyone's like, games are too expensive nowadays. Some NES games cost $80 in 1989. That's like $150 today.
You're being generous.
Yeah, I was like 150 to 200.
Yeah,
but yeah, crazy. And like the quality of games we're getting now, like $70 Resident Evil 9. It's just like fucking photorealistic, like 20 hours, probably more if you're going for the platinum. And just so much replayability, incredible graphics, incredible design, sound, all kinds of shit. So kids these days don't know how good they have it.
I mean, I hate to say it, man, but like they really don't.
Nope.
And fuck, most of you all want to, I'm sorry to get on my high horse, but most of y'all want to play free to play Fortnite anyways.
Yeah.
Like, but in their defense, I asked my oldest, because they play Fortnite sometime, or Overwatch. You play Overwatch a lot, and I'm like, how much do you think you've spent in Overwatch over the years? And it's I don't remember the exact number, but we're talking like $500 or $600, and I'm like, ha. Oh wait, I spent $750 on my Pro, so I get it.
That's true. You're getting way more experiences with the Pro. So many more games. You know, wait, you do you. Your gaming tastes are yours. So we are definitely niche gamers. Apparently, we like the unpopular way to play games, not into a lot of the games as a service, live service online. Speaking of which, we are going to be playing a game tonight that we both decided on. Technically, we played it last night. If you're listening to it, this episode when it releases, but we are going to be part of the Marathon Server Slam. So shout out again to Burrito Supreme. Bo, he's like, come on, join us. And I'm like, now. He's like, come on, do it. And I'm like, okay.
No. Truth, I know that conference. He's leaving out some good important context there, folks.
Okay, well, no, he was like, come join us. And Bob was like, all right, fuck it, I'll join. And I'm like, well, fuck it, Bob's gonna join. Fuck it, I'll join.
There you go.
Yeah. So
I was the first one to crack.
Yes, you were. And I'm like, damn it, Bob. I was going to play some Resident Evil 2. I still might, because he's going to hop off at 10 p.m. and play Resident Evil 9. Dang it. So I want to play Resident Evil 2, and I want to get to at least the Mr. X sections. So I'm playing as my boy Leon. I got that infinite fucking Gatling gun. It's so fun. Dude, I'm gonna stream it. I'm gonna stream it tonight. You just tune in and watch me just annihilate these zombies with an infinite Gatling gun. It's fun. I played 2 remake probably 6 times, so still don't have that platinum. God, it's so tough.
It's difficult, dude. I gotta say, my favorite video from RE2, I don't know if you've seen it online. The Leon's following Mr. X, and he's got the flashlight, and it's dark in there, and it just says, "Me, I'm following my dad on my way to fix the fuse breaker."
Yeah. There's so many good videos. Oh man, Mr. X is great. I hope we get an equivalent in 9. I know in the marketing, Grace has her stalker, so we'll see. We'll see whose Leon's is. Anyway, let's see. Oh, we made an agreement today. Actually, we shook on it. I've been trying to get you to play a Tales game again for a while, and you were talking about JRPGs, talking about Ni no Kuni, Persona, and I was like, hey, I'll make you a deal. This year, we have to finish it. Now we're holding us accountable with all of our listeners too.
Oh, so shit.
Yeah, we're putting it out there. I said, hey, by the end of this year, I'll beat. Are we going to platinum? Are we going to do the platinum?
Oh, I'll go for a platinum. Fuck yeah.
Okay. All right. We will both platinum these games. I will platinum Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. If you play in platinum Tales of Berseria Remastered. Remaster is coming out today. So you get it fresh off the fucking the press. So we have an agreement. I'm going to play Ni no Kuni this fiscal year from January 1st to December 31st, 2026. And you're going to play Tales of Berseria. I'm excited, man. Berseria is great. You played Arise. You platinumed Arise. And we have a lot of what Arise gave us. We have Berseria to thank for that. And I would even say Berseria has a better cast of characters.
All right.
Yep. See, you're in for a treat, dude.
That's awesome. I love all RPG characters. Like you said, I play a shitload of stuff over the years. So I'm okay with any kind of character. I am definitely looking forward to it. Like you said, Arise was good. I really enjoyed what they did. Not my style of RPG. I'm a turn-based guy, but I absolutely love a good action RPG. So this is there, which is why I recommended Ni no Kuni. This is a Tales game done in Studio Ghibli story and presentation and music. It is a very, very well done RPG with some. I mean, the characters are a little what they are, but if you like anime with furry style creatures, I hate to use that phrase, but you know what I mean, right? And a mix of just weird stuff. I can tell you, like, in the just as how juxtaposed, I do not recommend the sequel, so this is why I'm only going to say this, because it's the setup and the premise. And the second one, you're playing as a real person, a real U.S. president, not from our world, real life, but in a world of U.S. who gets transported to a fantastical world, and everybody has their weapons. He has a ranged weapon. He uses a 9mm. Nice. That's all I'm saying. That's the kind of shit you're getting into with these games. Okay.
Excellent. Yeah, it looks like a mix of Tales and honestly the good parts of Dragon Quest. I kind of saw. So
yeah.
With action-based combat. I actually own this game. It's on my fucking shelf. So
motherfucker.
I know I have both editions. I picked them up super cheap. I saw them on sale, and I picked them up because I've always been interested in this series. I'm a big Ghibli fan. I love his movies and the art style. So I'm finally gonna jump in. When? I don't know, man. I don't know, but not tomorrow. That's for goddamn sure.
Damn right. I gotta say, if we're gonna talk about time, I got the worst end of the deal on this because I know Tales takes longer to platinum. But
hey, man, that's why I said, "Are you sure you want to do the platinum?" But we're doing it.
But if I'm gonna do anything, I'm gonna do it right.
I don't even have that platinum, Bob. I don't have the Berseria platinum. You have to play it twice. So I'll let you think on that.
Are you kidding? I played Metaphor Refantasia twice for the platinum. That was 140 hours.
Dude, you're gonna love Velvet. She's an incredible protagonist. I'm pretty sure Clive from Final Fantasy 16 was slightly modeled off of Velvet. And
hell yeah, dude.
Arise, one of the characters, I don't want to spoil Arise. I don't think she's in the marketing, but oh yeah, she is. Shanoa? Yeah. She has a velvet outfit in Arise I saw, and I was like, I might have to check this out because I do want to play Arise's DLC, Dawn of something. But yeah, we'll see. Dude, I'm so excited. I love Tales. Tales is an underrated series, and the more I play Dragon Quest, we're going to talk all about it. Don't worry. The more it makes me appreciate other JRPGs like Tales. So, yeah. That's the agreement. You heard it here first. 2026, we're going to finish 2 big RPGs. You're going to do Tales of Berseria. I'm going to do Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. It's happening. What do you say we get into the news, Bob? We got a lot of it.
Yeah, we do. I got to say, despite what last week gave us, I'm seeing a new dawn in the news this week. We got some good stuff.
I think that's what the DLC is called, A New Dawn.
Hell yeah.
Arise. Tales of Arise, A New Dawn. That's funny. Tickled my brain there. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. No, we had some good stuff, mixed, a little bit of mixed stuff, but nothing depressing like last week. So,
last episode was a little depressing, wasn't it? And I'm still reeling from that news. So, yeah, let's liven things up. Let's lighten it up a bit.
Yeah. Well, let's start off with this one. I'm not going in top down order. I'm going with some logical stuff here. Do you remember Radical Entertainment, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is coming from, I've got it from our friends over at Video Games Chronicle there. This week, Radical Entertainment, is dead, but New Radical Entertainment popped up on the internet as a website. And it is being quoted as being a combination of Radical Entertainment and hot-headed games. Radical Entertainment, of course, was a Vancouver-based developer in 2001 or 1991. I apologize. And then they released in 2001 one of their seminal games, Simpsons Road Rage, and then went on to do Simpsons Road
Hit and Run.
Yeah, Hit and Run later on.
My faves. So good.
But they eventually shut down. Hothead Games was out of Vancouver as well, and developed titles such as the Penny Arcade Adventures and Death Spank, if you remember that one.
Yeah, dude, callback. Look, hey man, that's a sign. It's like, you should check out Death Spank.
Yeah, it is. But they have been founded as New Radical Games with Ian Wilkinson as CEO and President Tim Benison as COO. Wilkinson, of course, was one of the co-founders for Radical Entertainment. And Benison was the COO and studio director for Capcom Vancouver.
Excellent. You know what other really popular game they did that I was a big fan of?
What's that?
Prototype.
Oh shit, that's right. Oh.
Yep. So if we get Prototype 3, fuck yeah.
I'm all for it. Give me some Prototype love. Give me the originals. I don't care.
Give us a remake of Prototype. Dude, Prototype is another hidden gem.
It is. I think it got overshadowed by Infamous a little bit in that regard.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was very inspired by Infamous. Infamous was a first party Sucker Punch title from PlayStation. Great fucking series, but Prototype, they kind of did a similar thing. I played both. I never played 2. Well, I played 2. I didn't finish 2, but 1, man, I played the shit out of 1.
Yeah,
great.
See, and you know what I liked about Prototype that always reminded me is it kind of felt like you were playing as Venom.
Yeah.
From Spider-Man.
It was inspired.
Yeah. So it kind of inspired, which makes me excited for, let's just say things after Wolverine, if we shall.
Yeah.
But yeah, they popped up 2024, or they popped up with a new website, and it says they are open for work to hire for full game development, mobile or console games. And it is also willing to co-develop with other studios to handle porting or remastering of existing titles. Sony, Herman Hulse.
Yes.
Get with them. And I'm telling you right now, folks, whoever holds the IP for Simpsons Hit and Run, you need to run to these guys. They know what they're doing. They're I've seen and watched some documentaries on just the making of the Hit and Run and Road Rage, and you can tell they really, really had a passion for the Simpsons. Like there's an old story where they brought in the creator of The Simpsons. What's his name? I don't remember.
Matt Groening.
Yeah, they brought in Matt Groening because he had to prove everything to show him the game and what they were working on.
Mm-hmm.
And they had an agreement that you could not have put in a situation where Homer's going to be able to hit Marge because they didn't want to put a bad name. And apparently Groening immediately got out of the car and started beating the piss out of Marge and loved it.
No. That's awesome.
So
dude,
go check this out.
Hit and Run was awesome. And then Road Rage. Simpsons Road Rage was like Crazy Taxi, Simpsons style. And then Hit and Run was like Simpsons GTA. Like you could explore all of Springfield. If you're a fan of the series, you could visit all the spots. So I'm a big fan of Simpsons. I didn't keep up with it, but I'm a huge fan of the old stuff. I was a big fan. I played on the GameCube, actually. So I would be all over a remaster even of that game. And yeah, that'd be awesome. And then Prototype, dude, yes. That's all. I love to see them re-emerging because those are 2 great games. 3 great games.
Yeah, dude, I'm here. I'm all here for it. So yeah, definitely welcome, Radical Entertainment. I'm sorry,
welcome back,
New Radical Games. We look forward to seeing what you can provide for us in the future because
yes,
I look forward to your career. Or
absolutely.
What does Palpatine say?
I'll have a watchful eye on your developing career, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Or I look forward to seeing you. I don't know.
I don't remember, dude. My brain is cooked right now.
Good.
And we're only halfway through, folks. Not even. But yeah, man. Welcome back. And speaking of licensed games and ones that I hope get developed, we, coming from PlayStation blog, but also for Game Informer and everybody else, Marvel's Wolverine. Just suddenly out of the middle of nowhere.
Shadow dropped the fucking release date. September 15th. I called the month.
Yeah, you did. You were pretty spot on with that one.
Yeah, because they gotta get ahead of GTA, and they can't get behind it because they said fall, and if they were behind it, it would be sometime in winter. So get ahead of it. And I was like, well, typically they do release their games early fall, September, October, and I was like, you gotta get plenty of time in between GTA. And I was like, 2 months sounds about right because GTA is probably going to hit mid-November. I don't know if we have a date for that or not. But yeah, September 15th, Wolverine. They just fucking casually dropped it on Twitter. Like, let's just get right to the point. Wolverine, September 15th. And I'm like, all right, sweet.
Yeah,
sounds right? My draft. My first pick.
Oh, that was your first pick. That's right. Yeah. No, I'm for you, dude. I rewatched the trailer for this. I'm fucking so stoked now. When I first saw the Twitter post, because that's where it originated from, I did a double take because I scrolled through and just looking through and I'm like, somebody's trolling. They just had a state of play. And then I was like, no, wait, that's the official account from Insomniac. What the fuck?
I know. Crazy. It's unprecedented. Usually we'll get a release date with a new trailer or maybe even a blog post or something. But nope, just a casual fucking Twitter drop. I'm not too thrilled about the date because Phantom Blade 0 comes out September 9th, I believe. And I am excited for Wolverine, but it is a licensed IP from Insomniac. It's about Wolverine, but I am more excited for Phantom Blade 0 because it's a new IP from a new studio, and it comes out first. So I don't know. It's like that. Do I start Phantom Blade and then put it down for Wolverine, or do I start Phantom Blade, finish it, and then play Wolverine right after? Because I highly doubt I'm going to finish Phantom Blade in 6 days.
Probably not. And I get
Phantom Blade looks so good.
It looks so good. I am tentative. Pencil me in, folks, okay? Right. Because Marvel, this looks good, but there are only a couple of games that if they dropped just like Phantom Blade after, right before, I'm out. I'm sorry. But I am interested to see what it looks like to play as Wolverine because Insomniac nailed 100%. What it's like to play as Spider-Man.
They did. Oh, it's going to hit. It's going to be 90s plus. Easy. Just easy. Insomniac don't miss, right? I think Phantom Blade's going to get out of the way of this. They're either going to move their date up or they're going to move it back a little because, they know, like within a 6-day window of Wolverine, you might want to move. You might want to get out of the way. Give Wolverine some space.
I would, but only because I think that diagram is going to overlap. Because Phantom Blade Zero is it a console exclusive or is it a multiplat? I don't remember.
I think it is a PS5 console exclusive. Let me look that up.
Okay, while you look that up, I'm going to finish my thought because your Venn diagram is overlapping. Now, you can get away with it and doesn't matter because March 5th is Marathon and March 5th is also Pokemon Pokepia. And I don't think those two are going to overlap at all.
Yeah. Phantom Blade Zero, developers of S Game, is a PlayStation 5 PC exclusive.
Okay.
So, yeah. PlayStation 5 console exclusive, also on PC for you PC players out there. So, yeah. Everything I've seen about Phantom Blade Zero is awesome. Reminds me a little bit of Black Myth Wukong. They've delayed it so many times. I think they are using these delays. I think they might push it up because they've delayed it so much and they polished it so much. And now in the window of Wolverine, they can be like, it's ready. Let's maybe just release it 2 weeks earlier. So I think we're going to see that. We'll see. Time will tell. I hope, because it's just they're so close to each other. Just like fucking PlayStation's doing the Marathon Server Slam, which we're doing tonight, and then the beta and the open playtest for Horizon Hunters Gatherers or whatever bullshit that is. But it's two first-party PlayStation studios. Do the studios talk to each other, or are they like that? Because that Venn diagram does also, collide because it's two live service games. The style's different, but that's going to hurt the fuck out of this Hunter's Gatherer game from Horizon because Marathon's gonna hit.
Well, there is a piece of this, and I think this is why they're thinking they can get away with this. Remember, I couldn't get into the Horizon one because it was only part of the insider the beta program, the insider program, and I didn't get an invite for it. You get randomly selected, so that is, you already have a group of people that can't play who are already dedicated and said they'd be willing to do this stuff, so maybe that will take the priority. But it's also entirely possible that they don't, I mean, we know Sony's departments don't talk together, but it's also right. possible this just shows what kind of faith that they have in Horizon's Hunter's Gathering. Fuck, I hate that name. And maybe it's just testing the waters. Can we get away with this? Because we released
faith is blind.
Yeah, Guerrilla released the Lego game, and that went over like a fart in the wind. So maybe this is a test to see, is there really a market here? Because it would be easier to just scrap the project, cut your losses, and tell Guerrilla to go actually move on to Horizon 3.
Right. Yeah. We'll see how it shakes out. But yeah, Wolverine release date just shadow dropped on Twitter. I'm glad we have a date. We'll probably get maybe another trailer, Summer Game Fest, maybe another State of Play. But man, let's not forget that State of Play. That was a banger, and they got a high bar now. Unfortunately, it was followed up by some of the worst news PlayStation has dropped this year, but phenomenal State of Play regardless.
So speaking of, Matt,
let's just unintentional segue.
Unintentional segue. Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way because we got some other things to talk about.
Right.
Last week, Sony decided, hey, we're going to shut down a very prominent studio that's beloved by the community. And we actually looked into this, and I know other people looked into this, purchasing them. And not only did they say they're not open to sale, they're just dissolving the fucking team.
Yeah.
You think you couldn't get any worse, folks?
We looked into buying them.
The very next day, Microsoft went around and said, hey, or rather Xbox, but it's Microsoft, said, hold my beer. And unexpectedly, without warning, effective as of Monday, from the day we're recording this, so the 24th of February, Phil Spencer is no longer the CEO of Xbox, and Sarah Bond is leaving, stepping down on her duties. And the CEO is... excuse me, folks.
You're coming down with it. I'm telling you.
Don't
going around. I'm sorry. I'm sorry in advance.
Put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
I'm sorry in advance, dude. It's so contagious. It's everywhere.
But anyways, the new president is going to be the Microsoft's former Core AI product lead, Asha Sharma. And the COO, who is taking over for Sarah Bond's placement, is going to be none other than the falling up gentleman that he is, Mr. Matt Booty, folks.
Matthew Booty. He's definitely not made some good decisions in Xbox as of late. Emails came out with the acquisition of Activision, and he was literally one of those emails that were like, how do we buy out PlayStation? How do we just throw money at the problem to outbuy what PlayStation is doing? Not artistic vision, not investing money into our developers. How do we just buy up the market and buy out PlayStation? What a chode.
Yeah, man. But that's, to be quite honest, I'm going to take you all the way back to the start of Xbox. That's how they got in. That's how they got into this industry. They purchased their way into the market.
Yeah, they always have.
Yeah, and that's the way Microsoft's always done it. They just spun up Xbox. They said, go start buying stuff. They started buying lines to procure hardware. They started poaching to get to not only get developers and other HR and executives. Then they went ahead and said, fuck it, let's go ahead and buy Bungie, who notoriously, by the way, was at the time known to be a anti-corporate organization. In fact, they purposely said they could not be cordoned off inside of cubicles. Like, there's this whole story if you go look at the history. And then now
Bungie's such a cool dev. They're such a cool dev.
Welcome back, Bungie.
Welcome back. Marathon's gonna hit. It's got some good player numbers. It's gonna add. We're gonna add 3 tonight.
Yes, sir. And who knows? Maybe I do end up getting it. You never know. You could sell me on anything.
I wouldn't go that far.
I'm open to the idea.
We're going to be balls deep in Leon. I mean, Resident Evil 9.
Yeah, but that's a week until I got a week to platinum RE9.
Don't rush that. Don't rush that. Savor it. Savor it. Savor the small details.
But yeah, man. As a PlayStation connoisseur and former Xbox man, just like me, how are you feeling about this?
Not great, Bob. Not great, Bob.
not a good time, Bob.
Not a good time, Bob. No, I don't like this move whatsoever. I have met Phil Spencer. I have talked to Phil Spencer. I wouldn't say at length, but we shared a drink at the Game Awards 2015, and he was really interested in video games and what I had to say and my questions. And I asked him, what is your favorite console this generation? And he gave me a truthful answer. He wasn't like, oh, the hit console from Microsoft, the Xbox 360. He was like, I wish PlayStation 4 had more exclusive games. This was when the exclusives were a little lacking on PS4. He's a gamer. He has been in Fallout. His gamer tag has history. He cares about the games, and I feel like he's just kind of been a puppet lately from the big boss in Microsoft, Satya. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm sorry. But I feel like...
Oh, Satya?
Satya. Yes. I think Phil was the real deal because the conversation I had with him personally, he really did like... It felt like I was talking to a gamer. Same with Sean Layden. Same with Troy Baker. Troy Baker was cool too. I met 2015, probably best year of my life. Game Awards, after party, and before in the lobby. I just saw these dudes just having a drink, and I was like, hey, I'm a huge fan of what you do. And they were like interested to talk to me. They're like, oh, how you liking this and how you liking that? So, yeah, I hate to see Phil Spencer go. I feel like he's been a little abused at Xbox. He does talk out of both sides of his mouth, but I think he has a vision for Xbox that is like gamer focused, and Microsoft has a vision for Xbox that he doesn't really want to follow. And that's why he talks out of both sides of his mouth, because he wants to see it go one way and focus on gamers, and Microsoft just wants to make money. They're a business. I get it. Putting the head of AI in charge of Xbox that isn't a gamer, that her gamer tag has literally 2 games that was began a month ago. And then she's just like, oh, should we bring the blades back on the Xbox UI? Yes, we should. But you probably don't even know what the fuck that means. So
you're right. That's the key.
It's a corporate shill, and she's not a gamer, and she's head of AI. And honestly, Bob, I hate to say it because I don't want to see this happen, but I think she's there to help Xbox go night-night. Take them behind the shed and get rid of them. Because
you're not alone. Because you remember, I don't know if you saw the co-founder of Xbox absolutely agrees and feels that that's what's about to happen in the next few years.
He said this, I think, is a move to sunset Xbox eventually. And okay, if that happens, it's going to be a devastating day for the gaming industry, because as much as I don't like Xbox, they are in the gaming space. And competition is good for the consumer. If PlayStation doesn't have competition, you will see PlayStation go their fucking PS3 route. Trust me, their early PS3 route. Okay? We don't want that. We want competition in the gaming space. So, Gabe, bring out your Steam box. Come on, let's do this. Gabe box or whatever. But I think this is to basically shutter Xbox. And if that happens, at least put the IPs either up for sale or spin off into a third-party developer publisher like Sega did. Okay? You don't have to make hardware. You don't have to be a first-party publisher for your console. Just be a third-party dev publisher. Go the Sega route. Please don't kill Gears. Please don't kill Halo. Please don't kill all of the IPs that we care about. Banjo-Kazooie will die with Rare because Microsoft owns Rare. Either put them up for sale, let other people buy them, or go the Sega route, just develop for Switch and PlayStation apparently now. And Steam, I guess. So they lost. They lost the console war. They did. They did in 2013 in my eyes. I was there. I watched the Xbox One get unveiled. There was no game that was announced, and they just talked about sports, TV, and Call of Duty. And that day, I knew the route Xbox was going, and I staked my claim in PlayStation. I'd always been a PlayStation fan. I always had a PlayStation console. But let's be honest, 360 versus PS3, early days, whoo! So
yeah. All right, so you're right on all fronts. I agree with you on a lot. I'm pretty much everything. I'm right with you on this. This feels off, where it was sudden. And then, of course, in the aftermath, you're trying to go through the news articles, the insider quote unquote leaks, the somewhat emails that supposedly hit. Some of which I believe are absolutely true. Mm-hmm. And then, not even 24 hours later, there are quote unquote email leaks and correspondence about Sarah Bond being a very toxic individual to work with, and she's the reason that this is an Xbox and Xbox Play Anywhere and all this other these ideas that haven't been accepted by the community were absolutely hers, and the reason that they were going down that route. I smell something's smelling rotten in Denmark, if you know what I mean. I never met Sarah Bond. I don't know anything about her personally. So take this for what you will, but she seemed like an individual who actually truly did actually care about what the hell she was doing. She really wanted to focus in on the community. Phil Spencer, as you said, is an amazing individual. He's a gamer. You know, he is Xbox's Iwata. He has had his leash pulled by the bigger head of Microsoft, but he was the Iwata of Xbox. Most notably, you know, it says on my business card, I'm a CEO, but at my heart, I'm a gamer kind of guy.
That's what we need.
Absolutely. And Satya had a vision of selling software and platforms and services. That's what he wanted to that's the path he put Microsoft on. You're an IT guy. That's why they have Microsoft 365. That's why everything went to the cloud. That's why you have Azure.
Intra,
you know what I mean? And
Intra ID. Yeah.
That's why it's all there. So it all kind of lines up. It's like, I know what you're really saying in these press releases. And then I get this new lady, I can't remember her name. Asha. She's got a hard road ahead of her. If she really wants to bring this back from the brink. But did
you see Larry Herb? Larry Herb, or he tweeted back at her. She like listed out the 3 things.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
And he was like, might I add community involvement or community feedback or connection with the community? Because Larry Herb's also a gamer and he cares. He's been around for a while. Haven't met him. Don't know the guy. But yeah, he was like, let's bring in the community. So man, I'm gonna have a watchful eye on Xbox this year and next if they survive next year. But it just doesn't make sense bringing in a non-gamer head of AI, hasn't even touched any Xbox stuff. I think they're gonna be axing Xbox, and they're taking them down slowly and quietly.
Yeah, I will say this. As much as I do not like the individual, 100% do not like him at all as an individual. If you really wanted to save the Xbox brand, Bobby fucking Kotick is sitting out there on a mountain of money. That guy launched Blizzard and Activision into the stratosphere. If you really wanted to save it, he would be the man, which would be the ultimate irony, because remember who owns Activision Blizzard now, right?
Yeah.
But
I don't think that's the intent. That's the thing. Their actions aren't lining up with the intent of reviving Xbox. Their actions are lining up with letting Xbox go silently into the night, slowly.
Yep.
It's going to be a slow, gruesome death.
Yep. And the lead of your AI department, your intelligent AI, is getting put into the gaming zone. AI is still the hot ticket item. You still have Copilot out there, Microsoft. I know you want it. Oh wait, that's right. I read your articles. You have something ridiculous like a 80% non-adoption rate, or people not actively using your AI. That's telling you that's the writing on the wall. So you're taking that person and saying, hey, sorry, AI is not going to be it for us. We've got to shift strategy. Hey, guess what? Let's put you in charge of the gaming division and you can quietly sunset it. And then when that's done in 5 to 10 years, then we'll see where where everything lies. I guarantee you, I have no proof of this, but this is my conspiracy theorist hat as to what the hell is going on over there.
Yeah. Yeah. Take a captain that sunk a ship and put him in charge of a sinking ship. So they can sink it more tactfully. I don't fucking know. That's what it seems like. So I hope we're wrong. I hope Xbox turns around, and I hope they become a competitor for PlayStation for many years, decades to come. But it ain't looking like that. So we'll see. I wish success for Xbox. I don't want to see them fail. I want them to learn their lessons. I don't want them to keep chasing money over gamers. They're a business. I get it, but there's a balance. And Boy, that's crazy. It's crazy news. Two major players in Xbox just axed. Boom, done. Like crazy,
dude. I can't believe it.
We'll see how it shakes out.
We'll see. I salute you as an Xbox fan if you're out there and you have the console. I was there with you, but the writing's on the wall. So
hey, when your platform's dying. Don't deny it. When it completely dies, we'll be here with open arms to invite you to the best place to play on a console, which is PlayStation.
Until the GameCube hits. Oh. Well, you know what? Let's give you a new hope. How about that?
Yes.
From there, because speaking of from the ashes, we'll see how this shakes out, and I'm kind of curious to see what you think, because this is your a top series for you and a top game specifically involved with this.
All right.
This is coming. I pulled this from Push Square originally. The creative director of Assassin's Creed Origins and Black Flag, Guston has now become the head of the new of the Assassin's Creed franchise over there at Vantage Studios, a subsidiary of Ubisoft now, man.
Yes, beautiful. Origins was great. Top 5 for me, I'd say. Black Flag's my favorite Assassin's Creed game of all time. In my top 5 games of all time. Sounds like this move, they are wanting to focus on the quality and execution of future Assassin's Creed games, and they're bringing in people experienced with the IP to lead the team. This is great news.
Yep, absolutely, dude. There was 2 people specifically in this. I missed that. I'm sorry. This is actually I got. This is where I went wrong. I got it from Push Square, but I actually then you got to trace it down. There's an official press release from Ubisoft. So Martin Schilling is going to be named the head of the Assassin's Creed brand, and then Jean Guston, who was the creative director, is going to be the head of content for the brand. I don't know what those mean. You give me a title and $1, I still got $1. I just know that means they're going to be in some kind of capacity and head of content. I don't know if that's a creative role, but he was in a creative role before for the Assassin's Creed franchise during quite arguably some of the best in the series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Assassin's Creed has been slipping lately. They said they weren't going to keep releasing games annually, and then they're like, we're going to focus. Oh, man. The recent DLC for this Assassin's Creed Shadows is laughable. So I haven't even played Shadows because I played Ghost Yote. It's the better feudal Japanese revenge story game with a female protagonist. It's basically the same game, but it's better. It's a better story and better executed by Sucker Punch, first party PlayStation Studio. I played Valhalla. I think Valhalla was before Shadows, right? Valhalla was the last one before Shadows.
Correct. So they took that was the one I played.
Yeah, they took their time. I love Valhalla. Valhalla had the bones of Black Flag. Loved it. Viking setting, Norse mythology in there. Incredible. When I heard Shadows didn't have any modern ties or like modern day assassin ties or even story or sequences, I was like, no. I like that they tie all together. And I like the concept that you're in the Animus, but it's modern day. And sometimes they'll bump you out of the Animus and you can see modern day and see how everything links and see what you're doing in the Animus is changing history as you know it that you're living currently. Like they did that perfectly with 2 and Desmond. So, and they did it really good with 4 and Edward Kenway and the person, I think he was an unnamed person that worked at Abstergo. Abstergo is like the Templar corporation that is the modern day Templars. So, yeah, dude, when Shadows was like, oh, yeah, we're not really doing anything for the modern day story, I'm like, what the fuck? That's your big reason why, like, it works, you know?
No, yeah, you know what? You're selling me on this because you're right. I'm not gonna. I'm going to put on my nerd actually glasses right now because more specifically, it's not just about the Animus and going back in time. In order to be able to utilize it for the target, if you will, that they had to have a descendant of that individual. So you could actually really tie this together. That's why Edward. That's why what's his name from the first 3? I don't remember the modern day guy.
Desmond.
Desmond. Everybody loved him, but at the end of the day, you could tie in other people, and this is how you could do it. I didn't realize Shadows was missing on. That's a huge L. Yeah.
So I heard that. I'm pretty sure it's confirmed, but that's why I was like, yeah, no, I don't. I want everything to tie together because Origins, Valhalla, and Odyssey all tied together with Kayla or hey, I forget her name, but she was the modern day protagonist that was in the cabin in the Animus, fighting against Abstergo, and they're the modern day assassins. I don't want to spoil it too much, but I think it was Kayla.
I think that sounds right. Yeah, no.
So I don't know what they're doing, and then I'm super excited for Assassin's Creed Hexe or Hexa, whatever code name Hexe. It's going to be an Assassin's Creed. They said survival horror in the 1500 Salem witch trials.
Yes. That's what I heard. Actually, well, I had more to say, but shall we go ahead and just I don't know if you heard this. I'm going to inject this in as well. I didn't put the pieces together until you mentioned it. This broke yesterday from when we're recording, so Tuesday. Assassin's Creed Hexe, their director Clint Hitlock has left Ubisoft as part of the franchise upheaval.
Well, I hope Hexe is still in development.
Yeah.
Because I want to be a witch assassin, man.
And it says that the project is a bit further out. I apologize. Okay. I saw this and didn't put the 2 and 2 together in my head. But yeah, no. So who knows? Maybe this is him. You know what? Actually, let me put my conspiracy theory hat back on for you.
Please
folks.
Do. I love it.
If we have the director for Hexe, which is still a little bit out, leaving, and then you bring in some OGs from some of the best times, this might be positive from the way Ubisoft restructured, because Ubisoft restructured where everybody is in charge of their own finances, if you will, which kind of pits the different departments together. Maybe this is
competition.
Maybe somebody said out there at Vantage said, okay, how can we unfuck Assassin's Creed? And said that somebody had a very frank conversation and said, what is it going to take? Where's the problem? Why? And then you put out the beacon and somebody looks at it and goes, wait a minute, I have a passion for this. I can fix this. I'm going on board. Hey, buddy, I'm looking at doing this. You want to join me? And you get 2 guys that come together. All of a sudden now I just got more excited for Hexe.
Exactly. And I think, I don't know other projects in the works, but you said the guys from did you play Assassin's Creed Origins? It's an Egyptian Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I did play a little bit of it. I didn't finish it, but I did play a little bit.
I platinumed it. It was like 100. It was 110-hour platinum. I fucking loved it. I love Egyptian mythology. I like mythology in general. So it was great. And Valhalla has Norse mythology. Odyssey has Greek mythology. I don't even think fucking Shadows has Japanese mythology. It might have a little bit. I haven't played it. I have people that have played it. I might have to ask them. But people that did play it, I was like, is it true? There's no like modern sequences? And they're like, no, there's not. And I'm like, that's dumb. So yeah, I love the mythology angle to it. And they have so many places they could go. They can do like a Celtic mythology. They could do like the Irish stuff that went on over there. We got a glimpse of like World War II in Syndicate. They went ahead in time for Syndicate, like in the riffs and the flashbacks, stuff like that. So Jacob and Eve were awesome. Syndicate's amazing. I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan, but they've just been falling off. Love 2. 2's probably my second favorite. Black Flag's my favorite. I really enjoyed 3 with Connor and the American Revolution. So that was cool. But yeah, 2's a masterpiece. 1 is not good. 1 is not great. You talk about a game that like the sequel was 10 times better than the original. Oh, damn. Yeah, Altair, you gotta get his origin story for the assassins, but yeah. And then Valhalla, man. I recently played Valhalla. It surprised the hell out of me. I liked Valhalla way more than I thought I would. I actually platinumed that too. I think 140 hours. Crazy. Yeah, I know. Yeah. But I do want to get to Shadows at some point. I'm not really motivated though because of the modern day stuff. So lack of modern day stuff, I should say. So I'm happy with this shakeup. I'm happy with this leadership change and new team forming. It sounds like they're going in a good direction that could be good for fans of the IP. And yeah, I'll have a watchful eye on their decisions going forward and what they make, because I don't think we know of any other Assassin's Creed games in the works other than Hexe.
Yeah, nothing currently. There was the talk and conversation, but I think I got canned about the Assassin's Creed Civil War edition, where you were taking place in the Deep South.
Oh yeah,
and
we do
I
have
would
the
love that.
Resynced coming out. That's still in. That didn't get canceled, and who knows? That's up in the air. But there is a big rumor that we're getting Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, a remake called Resynced, and woo.
I mean, if you get their creative director to come back in on that one, coming on a white horse, hey, here's how you can do it. And then he leads right into Hexe, which is supposed to, I think, be back in 16th century Europe with witches and stuff, which is cool.
1500 Salem witch trials.
Yeah. Which is awesome, by the way. Fucking love that concept. This is things are looking good for the AC franchise.
Yeah, like where Halloween shit came from, and like the spooky shit.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. And my final piece on this is go ahead. Take your time. Assassin's Creed Shadows came out last year.
Yeah.
Give me time to miss you, Assassin's Creed, and I will be there on the next one, because going from Odyssey into Valhalla, very short period of time, and Origins was in there too. I really burnt out.
I still haven't finished Odyssey because I platinumed Origins. And I was like, oh, I can't do Odyssey. And Greek mythology is one of my favorites. So that's like one on the back burner that I am itching to get to, because it runs in 60 frames on PS5 too. Just locked. Oh,
if you liked Valhalla, you will like Odyssey.
I know. I played 20 hours of Odyssey as Alexios, and I wanted to punch him in the mouth the whole time. I'm going to start over and play as Cassandra.
Good boy.
I didn't know Alexios was that annoying. He is just,
he is. I played as Alexios.
Okay.
Because when you said Spartan, I was going for the 300 vibe. Let's be honest, folks. But okay. Well, speaking of change-ups, unless you got anything else you'd like to say about this.
No, you literally do a Spartan kick in that game. You can Spartan kick people off the fucking cliff. And I did it many times.
Yeah,
and I always said, yes, Sparta! Every time I did it.
Yes, sir. Speaking of movement changes, this is another one that I'm really interested to see how you think about this one, because it makes me excited. Lucy Hennett, who previously worked at Sandfall Interactive from May 2023 to the end of 2024 as the cinematic animator, where she refined the raw motion capture for improving body and facial animations for last year's GOTY, Claire Obscure.
That was this little title that came out last year, right?
I don't know if you heard of it. Yeah, damn indie games. Has left Sandfall and is now joined the Polish developer CD Projekt Red, with a very strong suspicion to be working on the Witcher 4 project. I captured this over at Video Games Chronicle, Matt. How you feeling about this? Because I think it's good.
Ooh, of course, I'm joking. Claire Obscure Expedition 33 was my clear game of the year. Even when I fucking love that game. Incredible. This is bittersweet, Bob, because I want to see Sandfall's next project, but the animation in Claire Obscure is what set it apart, honestly. Like the animation with the fights and the the attacks and everything, and then the final attacks for the boss, just holy shit. So I hate that she's leaving Sandfall, because they're losing a very integral part of their development team. And I was excited for what comes next. I still am excited, but I'm also excited for The Witcher 4 and I love CD Projekt Red. So it's bittersweet. I'm glad she's going to New Horizons, right? And I hope everything works out for her, but yeah, I hate to see her leaving Sandfall, because I'm excited for what Sandfall has next. And I hope it's not Claire Obscure. I hope Claire Obscure is a one and done, and we don't get a sequel, we don't get a prequel, we don't get an Expedition 38 or whatever the fuck. I just hope it stays in the annals of time as a standalone. That was just a banger, lightning in a bottle title that is just its own thing. And Samfall might dissolve and go to major studios, and their influence will ripple throughout the gaming industry in a super positive way. So congrats to her. And I'm glad she went to the Witcher 4 project or CD Projekt Red, or maybe even the Witcher 1 remake that I'm very excited for. Yeah, bittersweet for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You said it perfectly. Very, very well done. But Sandfall, this is what happens, man. You're a small company. You've got some very talented individuals, but you're going to lose a person or two. This is a big game like promotion. The motion capture in animations in Claire Obscure were the shining touch. They were the cherry on top. I think of it, not to be spoiler, but I think of, you know what I'm talking about, when you're dealing with a certain character and you go to see the turtle. Like that right there is how you convey a message and characters' emotions really well without any kind of dialogue. So she absolutely nailed it. This makes me excited for potentially The Witcher 4 even that much more, because she knows what the fuck she's doing. And I agree. Sandfall does not need to do Claire. If the DLC is any indication, you had lightning in a bottle. You had a perfect game. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, down to every minute detail. Do not muck that image. Go do something else. You can do it in the universe if you would like it, kind of like an Assassin's Creed. And then we'll go from there. But yes, I congrats to her. I know she's probably making hand over fist, because that's what it's going to take to get somebody like that off of a very successful gaming company.
Yeah, she better be getting paid for what she's worth and what she can do. I really hope so. I don't think this is going to be the first time we see it from Samfall. I think they're going to be poached pretty heavily.
Yes, especially since they, while independently owned, they were backed by some money, so people believe in them. And then all of a sudden, now you see that everybody's market value just went up, though.
Yeah, exactly, absolutely. So
perfect, man. But yeah, congratulations. Let's go ahead and we got a couple more things to take care of before we move into what we're playing here. I thought we'd go ahead and touch base on this.
Lay it on me.
This just broke today. So I'm going to give it to you because this is a rabbit hole. I found this on the Gaming Leaks and Rumors subreddit, which was then linked from Reset Era website, but ultimately they were quoting from the Jason Schreier podcast that he was on this week's episode, and he was quoted as saying, when it comes to Sony and its PC ports that are coming out, quote, "It's not speculation, but sometimes topics come up on the show before I'm ready to publish a story about them. More to come soon." Because he was quoted as saying, I mean, it's not speculation, but sometimes topics come up on the show, and that's as Reset Era form, because he believes the exclusive single-player PC PlayStation ports going to PC are done, which means more further, Wolverine may not be coming to PC anytime soon.
Wow. Okay, that's a bummer for everyone else, but doesn't affect me.
I mean, it doesn't affect me, but this is interesting, because I've always been on the fence that the overlap between PC and PlayStation players is not as much as you think. So you think it would make logical sense to maybe spread the field out and get your people hyped up, and then maybe get new player bases. So maybe there's just not enough money in it.
I'm either way on this. So I like that they are going to PC, bringing players over to PlayStation with the sequels. But, I also believe in exclusives. I do. You get a specific system for a specific IP, and it's locked to that console. So, but I do also like the games going everywhere. I don't know, man. I think exclusives are there for a reason, and they might have tried it. They might have for the intent of bringing players to PlayStation with their, like, they release Ghosts of Tsushima to get players to come over to play Ghosts of Yotei. They might have seen that's not really working. People are just staying on PC, so fuck them.
That's one way to look at it. But I give you the counterpoint.
They're going to stay on PC. They're not going to come to PlayStation. So you know what? Sorry, you got to come to PlayStation for our games.
I'll give you the counterpoint to that.
What?
So you have a studio that you purchased to do this.
Right.
You pay them. You pay Nixxes and say, hey, just keep porting this. Because I'll back up. Obviously, the going to PlayStation Plus Premium blew up in their face, and that was known to be a failure, and hurt the sales. So you tell them, you keep pumping these, and then all you have to do, we pay you, you port. Gaben sells them on the platform. We get 70% rip, and we walk away with damn near free money. So maybe they're not making as much as they thought, and that makes me scared for Nixxes, man.
That's true, because they're the port studio, and we've seen PlayStation has been axing their studios. So, but that kind of goes in line with they weren't making enough money. This might also be because Xbox was kind of playing the game like, oh, we're going to put Steam on our console. So guess what? You'll be able to play PlayStation games on our console. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah.
But why? Why would I don't see why you would care, because if it's a link,
they're a hardware company too. PlayStation's a hardware company, and they're trying to sell hardware, and you sell hardware at a loss because people buy the software. So if they're buying the software, yeah, they get a rip, but they're still not getting the numbers from their hardware sales. And PlayStation is trying to push the PS5 for sure, and if they're getting a small rip on that game, and I think it's honestly like, I mean, they don't want their games on Xbox. They don't. They're notoriously known for saying, no, you come to PlayStation to play the PlayStation games. So Xbox is trying to play this game that's like, well, we're going to put Steam on our console, and now you can play PlayStation games on our console. PlayStation might be like, well, okay, we're not going to put them on PC anymore. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but probably money, like I said, the sales were probably not great, and it's not working out for them. So.
Yeah, that's got to be it, because I can tell you right now, I would not be scared of Microsoft getting their games. Microsoft is not going to get a single dime out of that. If anything, it's going to go to Gabe, because the best I could see them from a technical standpoint is linking your Microsoft with your Steam library, which means you're going to have PlayStation get. Oh yeah, they get them. PlayStation came to Microsoft, but Microsoft didn't get its 30% rip because Steam got that. Right. And all you're doing is integrating. So I agree with you. It's got to be money, man.
Yeah, and I really think PlayStation really believes in their games and their premium experiences, and they belong on PlayStation. And I think they curate their games, and they release like 2 or 3 games a year, and they want people to play on their system. They really do. And I think they tried this out, and the intent was to get people from PC to go on PlayStation, and they didn't see that adoption as much as they wanted. And they're like, well, if you want to play our games, you're going to play on our console. If you want to play Wolverine, like, dude, everyone's going to want to play Wolverine. Wolverine's hot. He's probably going to be in Doomsday this holiday. And he was in Deadpool. Wolverine's hot. He always has been, but he's in the spotlight now for, modern audiences, right? We've loved Wolverine since the fucking X-Men 98 days, even the arcade days, right? We played that game.
Oh God, I love that game.
yeah, but like he's popular now with all the normies, right? So they're like, hey, you want to play this game? You're gonna have to buy the fucking PS5, not the PS4. Yes, you want to play it the best way? You're gonna buy the PS5 Pro. Oh, you want to play it on PC? No, PS5. Do you remember console exclusives, Bob?
Yeah, I do, because I think there is an argument for that, because
I kind of liked them.
Christ, it works for Nintendo.
Right? Nintendo's not sharing at all. And look, and that might be like PlayStation's looking at Nintendo and be like, fuck, dude. Like they're not sharing. And Xbox pretty much was forced to share because of how they're doing. And PlayStation's like, we're doing pretty good. Well, not really, but they're like, this isn't really working for us. The PC ports, nah, we're not going to share anymore. You want to play our games? Buy our fucking console. Full stop. You want to play Wolverine? Go buy a fucking PS5.
Yeah, I could see that. You've got your. I mean, actually, you're right on spot, because you could look at Sony going, okay, or PlayStation going, okay, MLB The Show is a tentpole game that's annualized. Mm-hmm. You have your Gran Turismo, which is going to cover another. I don't want to say annualized, but a very frequent and popular one. So then you look at what else you have in the pot that you can lean on as a tentpole. Naughty Dog is going to continue to do what Naughty Dog does, because we're getting Intergalactic and not Last of Us. But Santa Monica hasn't made anything besides God of War for the last 20 years, I believe, or something silly like that. Right. And Horizon, guess what? Herman Hulse's Baby is done by Guerrilla. So we're getting a Horizon live service. We're getting a Horizon. I can see that as an argument. Take those, put those as tentpole IPs, kind of like your Mario, Donkey Kong, Zelda, so on. And then you have everybody else kind of work around and do creative shit.
Yeah, exactly. So, bold move. I don't, like I said, I like when they share. I sometimes like when they don't share. And you like, if you want to play this premium experience, you have to be on a premium console, and you got to get a PS5. So if you don't get a PS5, you're not playing the game. Sorry.
Yep. So, well, we'll see if it actually happens. This is, of course, all based on Jason Schreier, but he's pretty well known, and he's got a reputation. Let's leave that like that, folks.
For sure, a rep.
And this last one, Matt, I wanted to bring to your attention before we head out, because I feel like the PC community doesn't get enough love, since we talk about them enough here.
I'm going to dug on them pretty much the whole episode. Sorry.
I'm going to give you this. This is directly coming from the .gov website, but the other day I was scrolling through and was like, there's no way this is real, right? So the Attorney General of New York is suing the game developer Valve, and she went on to Twitter to report this. What is her name? Oh yeah, the Attorney General Letitia James suing Valve Corporation for promoting gambling through video games popular with children and teenagers, specifically quoting out Counter-Strike 2, Team Fortress 2, and Dota 2, saying it enables gambling by enticing users to pay for the chance to win rare virtual item of significant monetary value. I have some thoughts. I'm pretty sure I know where you land on this, but I want to hear you, because I've got some other side of the coin.
I agree and I disagree. I agree with the predatory nature of gambling in video games. I don't think it should exist. I don't like it. And I don't like the blind box, loot box bullshit. I don't think it should be on the merchant, though. I think it should be on the developer. And I think you should go for the developers that create the shit and put it in their games. So I don't like it at all. I can't stand it. I can't stand loot boxes. It's literally gambling. There are so many just gambling bullshit out there, and little kids, they're susceptible to it. Even adults, like, gambling is a serious addiction. And but don't go against the storefront. I mean, the storefront can limit it, but that's kind of that's getting into a dicey area where,
if I may, that's why she specifically called out these 3 specific games, because these 3 are developed by Valve.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Wait, really? Developed by Valve?
Yeah. Counter-Strike. All right. Here's your history. Listen, kids, buckle up. Counter-Strike is an offshoot of a mod from the original Halo.
Okay.
That's how, and then it was developed into his own game. Team Fortress 2 is a sequel to Team Fortress Classic, which was the exact same thing as Counter-Strike. It was a mod of multiplayer mod of Half-Life that spun into its own game. Dota 2 is a spin-off of a mod from Warcraft 3 way back in the day, and started the MOBA franchise.
Well, in that case, bury them. Okay. I don't like gambling in video games at all. I don't like loot boxes. I don't support them. I don't buy them. Show me what I'm buying, and I'll buy it. Give me an item. I don't like microtransactions, but if they are there, then show me what I'm buying. If I want a digital item, show it to me. Tell me what it does. Tell me the purpose of it before I buy it. It's literally gambling And don't you have to be 18 to go in casinos?
Yes, but what's the MSRP rating of these 3 games?
What is mature?
And for mature, you're not supposed to buy it if you're 12 years old.
Oh yeah. So that's on the parents then.
Yeah, see, I'm guiding you through this. I'm getting you to that, getting you to my points.
I might be blind because I just have a blind fucking rage hate for loot boxes. I can't stand them. I don't like them. That's on the parents then. If it's rated M, they're gonna win it then. Because if it's rated M, that's the ESRB rating that the government isn't in charge of, but the government's coming against this. I really hope they don't get involved in that because the ESRB was created so the government wouldn't get involved in video games. I hope this doesn't get dicey there. But yeah, that's on the parents then. Don't let your kids gamble.
And if I may, I'll take this a step further. People should know better in general because, and this is the big thing, the Counter-Strike 2 community learned a really hard lesson this was a couple months ago. I didn't report on it because I didn't think it was relevant to this show, but it's relevant to this conversation. Some of these skins, because that's what they are. These loot boxes are skins for weapons in game. We're talking some of them were several thousands of dollars just for the skin. And I'm not joking when I say this. There was a market, a fucking NASDAQ market on this stuff. Mm-hmm. It bottomed out because Valve made one simple change, that you could take lower tier skins, so lower rarity, common, uncommon, whatever. You're a gamer, you know what I'm saying.
Sure.
And combine them for a reroll to get an upgraded skin, which means some of these exclusives could be bought, captured via RNG, and it caused the market to collapse. So people who thought they had a retirement fund in skins all of a sudden saw their 401k collapse.
Wow.
My point is this, folks, if it exists only virtually, it has no value.
No tangible value.
Real.
Right.
And this is why people should learn better. And to extend this even further, this is a way of Valve showing that they have tried to curb this in a reasonable manner. So I don't know this Letitia James
individual,
but I will say if you're trying to sue Valve after he just won a lawsuit against the Rothschilds last week, good luck.
Good luck. Yeah, they're not going to win because of the M rating. You're right. But, if there's any route to get rid of loot boxes, I'm up for it.
I don't disagree with you. Fundamentally, at the end of the day, I'm with you on that. But when we're talking about something, it's like they've been trying to solve this problem without getting rid of them for years. They've made a continuous effort. Kids aren't supposed to play these games. I think you're targeting them. The question is why?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that might be a questionable intent for recent reasons, but we'll report on this as it evolves, I guess. So,
yeah. But with all of that, folks, we're an hour and 40 minutes into this episode, and we're finally done with the news. Been a busy week, huh?
It has been a busy week. About to be busier when we pick up RE9. Very full of news for sure. So.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, you want to move into what we're playing for this week?
Let's do it.
Talk about one game next week.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we're going to talk all about RE9. Maybe touch a little bit on Marathon because we have decided to play the Marathon Server Slam, and apparently I just got a couple texts, but the PSN's getting just literally slammed right now from Marathon. Yeah. The Server Slam is doing what it's intended. They're just testing thresholds of traffic, right?
All right,
which rightfully so. You do this. Don't go the fucking Destiny route and just make it live and have everyone wait an hour and a half. I was there for Rise of Iron. I remember. Test that shit. Do testing, stress testing.
Now, Steam DB, it makes sense. This is Steam DB alone. This does not include PlayStation. Yeah, it's sitting at almost 120,000 players.
Damn. That's intense. So I wonder when the review embargo for Marathon is up because I've been hearing nothing but good things about Marathon, and we're gonna do the Server Slam tonight. We're gonna check it out. I'm a big fan of Bungie's gunplay. I was a huge fan of Destiny. I'm still a fan of Destiny. I don't play it anymore. I put it to rest with the final shape, and so did Bungie, it seems. So, yeah, they're focused on Marathon now. They're a first-party PlayStation IP. I want to support them. I want to support the brand. So I'll help do some testing. I'm not going to buy it. There's too many games. But we'll see how I fare. We'll stream it on Shapes. It's going to be me, you, and Burrito Supreme. Look at that. The third fucking shout out for this cast. Fuck. This guy's like popular or something. Burrito, if you're listening, you got 3 shout outs. How about that? But yeah, I'm excited to play. I know Bungie's going to nail the gunplay. I've seen some of it, some of the gameplay on Twitch. So I'm excited to play. If we can play, it sounds like the server slam is really testing the limits of their servers. So that's what it's for.
Yep, absolutely, dude. That's what it's for.
We'll see. Yeah, the other game I'm playing, man, Dragon Quest VII. I played a little bit of Sonic. I beat Sonic Superstars. I just wanted to beat it. It's not good.
How so?
It's cool. Like, the music hits. The presentation's awesome. Level design's really cool. The boss designs not good. Just cheap, not well designed, and I wasn't having fun with it. I just wanted to beat it, to say I beat it, and to put it to rest. So I beat the game, and it's some of the designs, like getting the Chaos Emeralds, so bad. So I think it got like 70s or 60s. You can look it up. Sonic Superstars. Yeah. Not great. There are better Sonic games out there. So if you want 2D platforming, it's got cool couch co-op, has all the characters in it, but yeah, not great. But I finished it, and we're putting that shit to rest. So I streamed it last night. Other than that, I'm playing Dragon Quest VII. I played for 10 minutes last night, and I almost fell asleep. Okay. So I'm going to do something out of the ordinary for this game. And I'm not going to share my subjective thoughts on it. I'll share my positive subjective thoughts, but I'm going to share some objective things about this game. It's gorgeous. It's got first of all, this game developed by Squaresoft or Square Enix, and same publishers, Square as well. I'm playing on the PS5 Pro, and it's a turn-based JRPG. It's a remake of Dragon Quest VII that was originally on PS1, got ported, remastered for Nintendo DS or 3DS, and now they have remade it from the ground up for PS5 and all the consoles. Gameplay is awesome. It's fun. It's a great JRPG, turn-based, and the characters are gorgeously designed. The levels are awesome. It looks like literally a diorama. You're playing in a diorama. Great graphics, performance, 60 frames, no problems there. Story's really engaging, very fun. But man, do they reuse a lot of stuff. So those are my subjective thoughts. I like what they've done. Objectively, this game is about 80 hours and has 40 total tracks in the soundtrack. They have already started reusing enemy designs and reskinning and recoloring them 10 hours in. I'm about 12 hours in, and I still haven't discovered the job system.
Yep.
I have ran into very important NPCs that they have reused. You would think they make them unique. Now I played RPGs, even JRPGs in the early 2000s. I get it. There was another one that came out in the early 2000s. It was called Tales of Legendia, and played a little bit of that. I played, what else? Skies of Arcadia. Played a little bit of that. I get it. I get these old RPGs. I'm very familiar with Tales of Symphonia that came out shortly after, man, like 04 or something, around the same area. We're talking 120 different tracks, music tracks. They didn't reskin enemies until like 50 hours into the game. I guess I had a higher bar for this because it's made by Square. But then I found out like, oh, this didn't have the same budget as Final Fantasy. And I was like, but I thought Dragon Quest was like on the same level of Final Fantasy. So a little confused there. Very underwhelmed with this game. And I just expected more, man. So objectively, not many music tracks, reused all the time. And I have other players that are very big fans of this IP that are also bitching about it. So I'm not the only one.
Yeah, I've been hearing similar, I want to say complaints with this. And you're right. It may not be, you may have a higher bar of taste and expect certain things. And you know what? That's quite all right.
I thought I was going to deliver. I thought like Dragon Quest was huge in Japan and I loved 11. I get 11 came out in 2020s, right? I get it. But I thought it would be similar. I didn't think I know I am pretty versed in game design. I don't design it, but I know like a lot of the back end things and how games are designed. I actually respect and view games differently because I kind of know what goes into them and the art and everything like that. And I'm just seeing a lot of shortcuts.
Yeah, that's fair. And you, like you said, there's not as much of a. So I'll say it like this. Let me back up. So the budget doesn't surprise me because Dragon Quest itself is a formula that has been pretty much the same. So if you look at the history in Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3, there was evolutions to it, but they were I don't want to say minor, but they kind of were a little bit of a minor. If you look at the history, they didn't expect Dragon Quest to actually do anything. And then when it got big, they were like, fuck, we got to do a sequel. That's neither here nor there. Final Fantasy on the opposite end, which was the Square side, Dragon Quest being Enix, constantly evolved itself. You go from 1 into what they did with 2, with how you could attribute and build your party, and then they go into 3, and then they kind of brought it back and they started doing more written characters. And by the time you get to like 7, you see where that's going. But Dragon Quest kind of stayed in that same thing, same theme, same character, same everything else. Quite frankly, all the way through 11, if I'm being honest.
I'm okay with that formula. I play Pokemon, Bob. I'm very aware of recycled formula in games from game to game. However, I don't like it being recycled constantly in the same game. It's like, oh, this town is under distress. Same music. Okay, go to a dungeon. Same music. Fight a boss. Same music. Same battle music for every battle. Oh, the town is not in distress. And then something happens, which you and I both know now. Yeah. Oh, go through the same fucking level. Again, same music. Go to the town, the same town. Oh, different music, but same music with a dead town and a live town. It's just like, guys, I'm getting bored here.
You know what? I'll tell you this much. Stay the fuck away from the other game that I've been playing because it does the exact same thing, and I'll get into it here shortly.
Yeah.
Because I touch back into it.
Same music, though? How many tracks does it have? How many
same fucking music from the first one.
Okay. Gotcha.
Same fucking music from the first one. But it's kind of, for me, and I turn a blind eye to that kind of stuff because I'm more of a comfort food. Like to hear the Final Fantasy overture. Like I went to I was fucking around with Alex this weekend. And him and my wife were just moseying around town, and we found this broken piano at a store, and he started every time we saw a piano, he did the Final Fantasy overture, or not overture, but the fanfare,
right?
And like I can hear that stuff and those kind of music stuff because to me it's like a chocolate cake. I know I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't eat it continuously, but I'm going to.
Tales games have the same battle music. Final Fantasy has the same battle music, right? But like different towns should have different tracks. Like I went to a forest level town, let's just say, and I was like, oh, this track's cool. And then I get to a like fire level, volcano level town, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to hear the unique track that this town has. Same fucking track. And I'm like, no, guys, come on. A different track for a different town, that's not a lot to ask, right? I get that the battle music is the same, But when you just keep, and man, just they're already rescanning enemies. It's just a lot of recycled stuff, and I'm getting bored with it. And dude,
that's fair.
I'm sitting on 3 characters max proficiency level, and I don't think the points are banking, and I still don't have access to the job system.
That's fucked.
That's not okay.
That's
not
fucked.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got a new character.
This about
I love
my first run through. So
yeah, no, I got a new character. I love him. He's cool. But again, I'm already like almost max proficiency with him, and I'm just wasting proficiency points. Like 10 hours in, you don't have a core system like to advance your characters. Nah. And I learned how many characters in the game, and I'm disappointed. So
okay. I'm sorry, man. Well, you know what? They can't all hit, but I'll tell you this much. I guarantee you're going to have a better time with Ni no Kuni.
Oh yeah, I hope so. I really do. And I'm not dogging on the Dragon Quest series. I loved 11. It's one of my favorite JRPGs on PlayStation 4. I loved it. It's great. And I can't wait for 12. But these last ones, you can see the shortcuts that they took, and the lack of budget really shines through if you know game development. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. I was super excited for 7. I was hoping that I would enjoy it, but man, I've never fallen asleep playing a video game ever. Until
have you gamed?
No, I don't fall asleep during movies. I just get engaged and I get immersed. And I'm very picky with my games. I don't start a game that I don't intend to finish. And I usually do a lot of research. And you guys did warn me. You were like this, but I thought they were like, oh, it's for the modern audiences. They're going to change some stuff up, but you want to stay true to the original, right? It's a balancing act. Yeah. So I didn't know it was this like rinse and repeat, right? So I fell asleep when I was playing Dragon Quest 7. I was just like, this ain't it, man. So I don't know. The characters are engaging. Like it, I went back last night and I was like, okay, like I'll try and give it 10 minutes in. I was like, this is not it. Not it.
Well, you won't fall asleep tonight. And if you do, I'm going to because we need you on the team.
No. I'm excited to fire up Marathon. And I did, I just kind of revisited Resident Evil 2 just to fuck around. I started Leon's campaign and I've played Resident Evil 2 remake probably 6 times, like 3 times each way. I mean, you have the Claire's and Leon's story, but then you have Path A and Path B. I probably played that game, I don't know, 8 times. Anyway, I have unlimited weapons. I have the unlimited Gatling gun. And I was like, I got to the box and I was like, oh shit, I got this. I was just running around, just mowing down zombies. It was great. So after our marathon sesh, I might jump back into RE2, hang out with our boy Leon for a bit.
Maybe I need to do that because I don't remember if I have the platinum for it. I have the platinum for 3 for sure.
I don't have it for 2. 2's is hard.
I know it is.
Yeah, I have the platinum. I have the 360 gamer score, full gamer score for 5. Almost have the platinum for 6, believe it or not. Platinum for 7, platinum for 8, platinum for remake, 3 remake, platinum for 4 remake. So the 2 remake, I just didn't stick with it. If I revisited it, I could get it. And I plan to, because there's a PS5 version. But I plan to platinum RE9, whatever it takes, baby. Whatever it takes.
I'm here for it. I'm doing
spend all that time with Leon. All of it. And Grace. Shout out to Grace. She's cool too. And I can't wait to see the surprise characters that show up. We'll most likely do a spoiler cast for RE9 and we'll talk all about them.
I agree, man.
So yeah, that's what I've been playing. I'm kind of in a standstill right now, waiting. Just waiting.
Waiting with bated breath. It's a weird time when you get this excited for a game.
Dude, it's very exciting, right? Like this is a very exciting time. And I'm hyped and ready to go and like itching to play this game. So yeah. What have you been playing, man?
Well, I've been playing the usual suspects this week. We'll dive into those as well as another game I finished. But so been playing as much as I get away from League, I get back into it because they did an update to one of their game modes, and it basically turned one of their game modes into a roguelite. And what I mean by that is you get augments randomly at certain points in the match. Well, they added a feature to these augments where they synergize now, and these give you other bonus passives. A la when you're doing a roguelite and you mix 2 items to get a better item, it scratches a certain part of that tism in my brain. So it's got me in there, and it's been a great time because I'm trying to keep low key and clear the runway for RE9. So I'm like, let's just do this. Shout out to Alex. I'm sorry if I rage on you sometimes. Love you, buddy.
It happens.
But yeah, I also picked up Octopath Zero. I wanted to report back in on this. I haven't finished it yet, but I was having a Dragon Quest VII. That's when I started calling it moment in this game.
Okay,
where it was starting to get a little.
It's now a verb. Everyone.
It's now a verb.
Turned it into a verb.
It was starting to get a little long in the tooth, even for my taste. And I can trudge through a lot of RPGs. And then I finally hit a certain point, and I realized the game design. If you think Dragon Quest VII is rough, Octopath Traveller 0 is everything that's there, but in a modern Square Enix title, where you get access to certain things, and you're like, oh, cool. But there's this treasure chest here, or there's this other skill thing that I know exists, but I can't see it. And then you realize there's a point to the game where you play 10 hours, and then you get access to this next thing. And then you go another 10 to 15 hours, and then you can finally get access to this again, so on and so forth. And I still haven't gotten access to everything, and I'm 42 fucking hours into this game, Matt.
Dang. That's a chunk, dude.
Yeah. But I gotta say, it finally starting to level out. It's got me hooked for making the big numbers go. The combat system's finally clicking, and I'm seeing what I can do, what I'm capable of, because you can customize these characters. They all have their own base class, and each base class doesn't unlock each individual skill. So, for example, let's say a thief. What are 2 things a thief's going to do? Steal money or steal items. Well, you can get one thief that'll have the ability to steal money, and another one that's a thief class that has the ability to steal items, for example.
Okay.
And then as they max out their abilities, they can master them, which then allows other characters to unlock a mastery slot, kind of like a Final Fantasy V, folks, if you know what I mean, on old RPGs. And you can input that in there, and now you can have a thief who has cleric skills included, as well as passives and things like that. It's really customizable in that regard, and I really appreciate it. The characters are written, but unfortunately not as strongly as you would like, should I say, because we'll keep this as a minor spoiler. If you really care about the party size, skip 30 seconds starting from now, because there are, quite frankly, a lot. We're talking Chrono Cross levels, 32 or 36 characters you can recruit.
That's a shitload, dude.
Yeah. All right, spoilers over. There we go. But you talk about that. You can do that. That's really cool. But like you said with Dragon Quest VII, the music is ripped pretty much point from a from Octopath 1. The town design I thought was going to be more unique, but I played Octopath 2 years ago, so it's been a while. I don't remember everything, but then I get into its new town, and I kind of have that Gandalf moment where I'm like, this place is familiar but not known to me, kind of a situation.
I have no memory of this place.
But you feel familiar of it at the same time, yes. Because I'm like, I remember this layout. These layouts are unique. These shop placements are unique. So I'm getting deja vu, and I don't like that I'm getting deja vu in that regard. So it kind of sucks. But other than that, there's a lot of good callbacks to other classic RPGs. Like I said, with the class building is Final Fantasy V. There's a character in there that's straight another character from Final Fantasy VI. I'll leave it like that. There is a lot of good stuff in here, and I'll tell you after the cast, Matt.
Yeah, I want to know who it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here. Just know, and I would have to go look at OpenCritic. In fact, I'm going to go look right now. Just because I think I agree with this score. Yeah, this got an 82. I would agree with that. It's a good solid 8. It's a solid 8, but you have to know what you're getting into first.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a reimagining or remaster, maybe even like
reimagining,
a reimagining of the mobile one, right?
Yeah,
yeah. So.
But it's good.
That's cool, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah, I'll report back in maybe one final time when I'm done with it, but that's going to probably be 6 months at this rate, maybe even the end of the year. But I felt that was I wanted to give my extended thoughts and kind of a final verdict, if you a sub-final verdict.
For sure. I mean, these long ass games, you got to keep reporting in. So,
yep. This other one, you came at your recommendation. I picked it up on sale. Got it down for $9.99, so $10.
Heck yeah.
Which, hey, you know what? That's awesome, right?
Originally 40 when it released, I believe.
I think it was 30. It might have been 30, but this is developed by Giant Squid. The Pathless,
30 for PS4, 40 for PS5, I think.
Damn, was it really that much?
Yeah, I'll look it up.
I was going to say, if you can find that for me, but this was developed by Giant Squid, the same developer that did last year's Sword of the Sea, as well as a few other games that came before the Pathless. I believe the Pathless came right before Sword of the Sea, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes, it's before. I mean, there's been like 4 years in between.
Yeah, but it's the one before that. Okay.
Yes, it is.
This is a open world style game.
$40.
$40. Okay.
$40. Yeah.
Open world style game. You play as an archer who is trying to clear this land that's been corrupted, where there exists 4 gods, if you will. They call them tall ones, and they've been corrupted by a entity known as the God Slayer. Kind of, quite frankly, if I say aside some of the scenes, that's a Calamity Ganon, if I've ever seen one.
I was like, is this sounding familiar a little bit?
yeah. But
hey, I told you if you like Zelda, you like this.
Yeah, absolutely. I gotta say, this only took me a couple hours to beat. I could go back through and platinum, and I want to, but I don't have time. Sorry.
Sure. Totally understand.
Leon is there, but I did complete it. I did get through it. I finished it that night when you were watching.
Nice.
I went ahead and finished it up and just knocked it out and said, okay, cool, I'm going to bed now.
Yep.
The music in this is what you'd expect that's Austin Wintry, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It sure is.
It's about what you would expect if you know anything about his composures. It always fits the theme. This kind of has that, I don't want to say it's a Breath of the Wild style, but it's kind of almost leaning there. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I love it. I'm not a big music guy, folks, as you know, but even I know good taste, and this is good taste. Visually, you could tell this came out 4 years ago, but that still doesn't take anything away from it.
Yeah.
All right. That's the way I'll leave it.
Launch window title.
Yep. It's definitely got great how do I put this? Compositions between lights and darks, and you can really tell oranges and reds and things like that on the color spectrum. I really like the character design of the main character, kind of mysterious, but not at the same time. The boss, these tall ones, dude, the boss fights and the naturals of it. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. You got a fucking Hydra that turns into something. So all of the old ones, the corrupted versions, are something, and then they turn into another animal. So I'm not going to spoil that, but you got like a fucking Hydra and all this other cool stuff that's really awesome. Remind me of some Zelda fights, or boss designs, should I say. Each fight is unique. That was something I was worried about, where I was going to be like, oh, do this. There's a pattern to it up until a point. And then a very specific part of the fight, the final phase, if you will, for lack of a better term, is completely unique for all of them, which I appreciate 100%. But there's actually story here. I'll give you that. Sword of the Sea had it, if you were willing to read lore tidbits, which drive me up a wall, by the way. That's the one thing Remedy does that pisses me off. I'm like, I don't have time to read a novel, man.
Read this report to get the lore.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have that time. I'll go watch a recap for the people that love to do that. Okay.
Right.
Here, there's actual story. There's actual voice acting. It's put together very well from that in a base game design, in an overall story. So that's what I really like. As for the other aspects of it, the things I'm not a huge fan of, I think I appreciate what they went for with the archery thing. Give me unlimited arrows. Awesome. Don't make me switch between arrow types. Awesome. I hate doing that mid combat. But if you're going to do archery as your basis, we need to clean. I hope if they do revisit this, clean it up a little, because the idea is you're supposed to go when you hit a target, and these targets on the field, and you hit it, you then get a boost, and the idea is you're leapfrogging in the air, and that's how you kind of get around. That's the organic design. But unless you're really tight on your rhythm, you're going to hit the ground, and then you're not going to be able to boost again. Go ahead and put in a slow-mo for that moment, so I got a moment to fire off my arrow and then set. That would be my piece of advice, because there were times where I'd hit and I'd be like, oh, I'm waiting for the arrow to finish traveling in the air, and then by that time it hits the target, which is auto-locked on and chose for you. I now hit the ground, and it was a waste. And I'm in the middle of a boss fight, and I need to keep my momentum, which is awesome. I love that concept, but the execution was a little dry in that regard, just for my taste.
Okay.
The sprint bar thing, where basically if you hit a target, you have a sprint bar that lets you sprint, but then if you hit a target, it restores, but then it'll continue to go down. That's really cool, but make the sprint bar auto rechargeable after a few seconds would be my recommendation, because if you don't have a target near you and you can't select it, you're walking, and she moves like she's got iron, or she's wearing the fucking iron boots.
Nice. Yeah.
Which kind of sucks, especially when you're doing things like puzzles and you got to go from first floor to second floor, and there's usually no targets around in most of them. So it kind of hurt a little bit, which, by the way, I loved. There's collectibles everywhere in this map. And for an open world, I'll give this another bonus. I was worried about the fact you couldn't view a map, but they did a really good job of a mechanic that lets you see where you need to go for certain targets.
Yep. When you're cleaning up, that makes a world of a difference too. So,
yes. Yeah. Great design. Keep that up, Giant Squid. That was fucking awesome. On point. And then my other complaint with this, and maybe it's just a me issue, I'm willing to admit this, but I'm in open world. I'm doing puzzles. I'm in the zone where there's the big bad enemy that I'm supposed to cleanse. Well, in order to cleanse them, you have to get certain items, then take these items and put them at this other place, and then that's going to create these things, and then when you do all of those things, you're then able to go into the boss fight. But the boss moves around. Oh, and by the way, the boss will teleport, which in of itself doesn't sound so bad until you realize when the boss catches up with you and it's in this big cloud, you go into this solid snake, hide in the darkness but not move in the light. I say solid snake, but it's more like red light, green light,
or
and then
Horizon.
Or Horizon, yeah. And you have to get to a certain point, and then that allows you to go on. It was really jarring at times because I'd be working inside of a puzzle to get one of the key items I need, and then I'd have to spend some time and get pulled out suddenly to do this. And then when I come out of it, I'm like, all right, cool. They're not hard. They're not even close to hard. But then I get out and I go, all right, where the fuck was I? What was I? The fuck was I doing? I don't remember. It's jarring.
So can I just add this that might make you rethink how you think of that situation?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's meant to frustrate you. It's meant to pull you out. So then you have motivation to want to beat the boss. And it's meant to, you're flowing and you're doing a puzzle. That boss is meant to pull you out of that, sometimes make you forget what you were doing, and then get really frustrated and be like, oh, I can't wait to fucking beat you.
Yeah.
It's part of the design.
And I had a feeling, but God does not speak to me. I have ADHD, folks. If you do that to me, I'm fucked. I'm really bad at that. But that was
I watched and you were like, motherfucker. It was entertaining.
I'm glad you love my rage out. Thank you.
Yeah. Sure.
But it was, other than that, man, this game is beautiful. At the end of the day, I think $40 a base launch was a little high, so grab this. It's $20 if it's not on sale. If it's on sale, it's usually for $10. I think that's a fair asking price for a game that, if you're going to platinum, it's going to take you about 10 hours, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
If not, it's going to probably take you about 6 to finish. And I think considering the quality of the artistic product you're getting, that is a fair ask.
Mm-hmm. Journey was like 3 hours.
Ouch.
Yeah. But it got Game of the Year that year.
Did
you know that?
I totally forgot. I didn't realize
that game company. It was a PS3 exclusive. Journey, 3 hours. Same. I think Giant Squid had a hand in it, but Austin Wintry did the soundtrack for it as well. Yeah, and it got Game of the Year. So that's the Pathless was one of the reasons I put my stake in Sword of the Sea for the draft.
Okay. I could see that. I could absolutely see that.
Because you saw a little bit of the Pathless and Sword of the Sea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. I did see that. But at the end of the day, I agree. So Open Critic, it finished at I don't like Metac, I prefer Open, sorry.
Right.
It finished at a 78. I think depending on where you're at, I could see 78 to 81, 82 on this, a little bit of a window in there.
Easy 8 out of 10 for me.
Yeah. It's hard because 78 indicates almost damn near an 8. And then when I think of like what's swimming in sevens, Hell Is Us is swimming in sevens, and I think the Pathless is a better game than Hell Is Us, so it's kind of it's hard to tell, but that's Pathless. I definitely look forward to Giant Squid and what they produce next because you have my attention on the draft.
Awesome, cool. I'm really glad you liked it. It sounds like a solid recommendation, and yeah, I would if you're bored. Like it's a good palate cleanser game, so. I wouldn't say if you're bored, but in between games, if you want to like go clean up an area every once in a while, the collecting and the completion of that game is really satisfying. And yeah, how about that last boss though?
Yeah, I want to get to that. Oh, dude, that was the shining star of the Pathless. Were those boss fights? 1,000%. If you like I said, I recommend this game if you can grab it if you get it on sale, I would 100% buy. If not, and you're a tight budget, okay, give it some time and wait for a sale. But if not, out of the gate and you got some free funds and you need a game to palate cleanse with, I'd recommend $20 is fair.
Yeah. It's my favorite Giant Squid game. I loved it. It was awesome. Just a cool concept and gorgeous. So yeah, the shadow detail, the contrast, the color vibrancy. The clouds and the rays coming through the clouds, just awesome. I'm so glad you played it. You finished it. Good job, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. So,
but speaking of playing, what the hell you say we get the hell out of here and go play some Marathon?
I think that's a good idea. I might scarf down some leftover barbecue first and then hop on Marathon. I say that's a really good idea. And we're going to stream it. We're going to stream it on Twitch, twitch.tv/Shapes of Gaming. And you're going to stream Resident Evil 9. Might be a silent stream, so comments might be off for the first run through. But then we know Resident Evil is going to have multiple playthroughs. It's meant to play through multiple times. I'm sure the speed run will be under fucking 3 hours again. We've played plenty of Resident Evil games. We know what we're in for. So, yeah.
I'm still deciding. This may. I'll put it this way. I'm more than happy to stream with comments because I don't have. But if I'm in the middle of something, don't expect me to be watching them like a hawk, for one. And number two, if you come in the stream and you spoil something for the community, I'm going to fucking find you and I'm going to wring your fucking neck.
And when he says find you, we can. We're in cybersecurity. I've found people before. I haven't done anything to them, but I just made them question what they did to me.
Sorry.
Let's just say that.
Sorry, that's not a threat. That's metaphorically. You're going to get big talking to, okay?
Of course. But we can find you, and we will. And don't spoil shit. Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick unless you play one on TV.
Exactly. So, yeah, let's go play some Marathon.
Fuck yeah, let's go do it, man.
Yeah. So, thanks so much for listening, and don't spoil shit. And go play Resident Evil 9. It's out now. Go play it. It's gotten awesome reviews. It's got Leon Grace and probably some surprise characters that we're going to lose our shit when we discover. So thanks so much for listening, and keep the conversation going. Keep talking about Resident Evil or any of the games you're playing. They're the best form of art out there. Have a great rest of your evening, day, or night.
Peace.
Shapes of Gaming is a podcast shaped around gaming and, most importantly, our community. That's you. It is written, created, and recorded in beautiful Colorado Springs, Colorado by me, Matt Stenson, and my good friend Bob Harriman. If you would like to be part of this amazing community, be sure to like, subscribe, or follow us on all the social media platforms or the podcast app of your choice. Thanks so much for listening, and always remember, keep the conversation going, and most importantly, keep gaming.